Yeah, what's up everybody, HumbleWalksTurtle here. Welcome to RuneScape Real Talk. If you don't already know, this is a series where I talk about anything RuneScape related and pretty much whatever else is on my mind. And this week I'm going to be talking about the behind the scenes for January 2013. And I actually think that Jags has a lot of good updates coming out for this month. Also, this is a series that I used to do in the past and I kind of died. I didn't do much more of it. I only got 4 episodes out, I think. But if you do like this series, let me know in the comments, and by rating this video with a thumbs up, it'll really let me know if you guys want me to continue talking about RuneScape updates and whatever else pops into my head. So let's get on to the first update for this month. It will be the Kalphite King. And the Kalphite King, I'm trying to say Queen, but I need to say King. I'm just so used to over the years saying Kalphite Queen, but rambling on, let's get to the point. The Kalphite King is going to be a really good update in my opinion. I'm not sure how the boss is going to work. It says that it's going to have the most damaging NPC attack ever, which is pretty scary, but not as scary as you'd think because the EOC, there's a lot more health and you won't really get damaged as much. A lot of the damage has been lowered, so it's still going to be a scary thing to get hit by, but it's not going to be something devastating in my opinion, unless they really bump up the damage output. And the best part about this boss is that it's going to be in its own separate instance, which means you'll be away from everyone else and nobody else will be able to interfere with your boss fight. Unless, of course, you want to go with a group. I don't know if Jags will let you solo it, or if it'll even be possible to solo at first, but you are going to be able to go with a group of friends, which I believe, excuse me right there, I believe that this is the first example of something Jags has done, that you can actually be in a separate instance with a group of friends. And it's really impressive that they're doing this, and it's something I've been waiting to see for a while, and I really think it's a step in the right direction. I don't think it's going to fix the game miraculously in any way, but it's definitely a step in the right direction for a certain update. And the problem with this update, in my opinion, is that it is based around high levels again. And I really think they need to release some lower level PVM, because the problem right now with lower levels is that they can't get the money to do PVM and get the stats to do it. Because right now, if you want to go with a group or even solo without getting crashed, you're going to need 96 Herbal for Overloads, and you're going to need 95 Prayer for Turmoil, Anguish, and Torment. And if you don't have those stats, then you're not going to be able to go do these higher level PVM. I really think they need some lower level things, but if they're going to do more lower level things, they're going to need to put it in a separate instance like the Kalphite King is going to be, because the lower levels are just going to get crashed if it's not. So they really need to keep those items viable in lower level PVM, and they need to allow the lower levels to kill it without getting crashed. And I really think that would help the game quite a lot. And the Kalphite King is also going to drop some level 90 equipment. It's the first one, or the first equipment that Jags is releasing that requires level 90, and it should be pretty impressive stuff. The only problem is that they're kind of just releasing higher and higher weaponry and armor, and it's kind of destroying the purpose of the lower level armor for the higher levels, but it's still a good update in my opinion. I really think they could handle it in a different way and maybe make the weaponry unique in a certain way and set it apart from the other ones, but it's definitely something that's going to be cool to have. And it says it's going to be focused around dual wielding melee users, which is great for me personally because I like to dual wield with a lot of things that I do in RuneScape. And that's pretty much all there is for the Kalphite King. I said Queen again, oh man, I'm losing it. But the next update is the Haiti Wolf and Friends, which is just kind of like these wolves that appear in a Fremenic area, and they drop these gloves and boots, and I don't know if there's going to be anything else, but last year was just these gloves and boots, I believe. I think there was a cape too, but you're going to be able to get some extra combat XP, some fire making XP, I believe, and I don't know if there's going to be any other experience, but you pretty much just go and kill these wolves. You don't have to get to kill yourself, I don't think, and it should drop the gloves. And if you already have them, I think you still have to kill it once. I believe that's how it was last year, and it'll just charge the gloves for you, or something like that. And I really like these XP events that they do, where they kind of give players a chance to gain some bonus experience, and double XP weekends are pretty fun. I think if they can do those events without ruining the economy, it can be really good for the game, and it can be a lot of fun for a lot of players. So I really think they should keep doing things like this and double XP weekend as long as they're sure they can handle it with the economy. Because sometimes it does kind of destroy certain items, like a lot of people buy herblore supplies on double XP weekend. It kind of jacks the price up and all of that kind of stuff. but they're definitely fun things to experience. And one thing that Jagex needs to work on is their community events. Like, the last community events was the snowman raids. Like, that was probably one of the worst things ever. It was really boring. You just kind of killed these snowmen, and they said that it was going to drop good things, and I'm pretty sure the best drop was like a dragon halberd or a dragon battle axe, and it's just a really stupid event. They need to rework on the way that they should have their events, and I think they should be competitive in a way, like they could do Castle Wars games with the mods there or something, and they need to kind of expand it instead of making it something small, like a raid competitive thing where it's just in that one area and everyone's killing it, fighting with each other. It can't be like that, because that's not fun for the community today. That's a big challenge, and it's a big pain when lower levels are stealing your things just because they tagged a monster. It shouldn't be like that. But moving on, the desert area task. I really like achievement diaries. I think that they were a great idea when Jagex implemented them, and they usually give some decent rewards. They give a lot of XP, which is great, and they give these items that are usually pretty useful even if there's new items that are released. Like, a lot of people still use the Artie Cape, and I used a Falador Shield for the Prayer Restore, and it's just items in the game that will have a use from a year from now are great things to put, because these items just aren't going to go away and are always going to have a purpose. And I really like how you can make some money. Like, they add a new daily to every achievement diary, it seems. Like the Varrock ones, you can get the battle staves. The Sears ones, you can do the flax. And the Artie, you can do the pure essence. And that kind of stuff. So I really like achievement diaries. I hope that they have some challenging things, because it really motivates you if you're trying to complete it, to train your skills. Maybe skills you wouldn't normally train. I know that some of the requirements are going to be 91 thieving and 89 crafting. And these are skills that I don't have that I might have to go ahead and train because of this diary. Not sure yet, not making any promises. I hate training thieving, and crafting's quite expensive, so we'll see about that. And the next update is these demon flash mobs. Now, to be completely honest, I have no idea what these are. They mentioned that they're similar to the goblin flash mobs, which I don't know if I just wasn't around during this time, but I don't remember those at all. So if anybody could give me some information on what the heck these demon flash mobs are, it'd be really helpful for me. So if you know what they are, leave it in a comment below so I can also know what they are. Because whatever they put in this behind the scenes thing to describe it just really confused me. And I don't even know. All I know is that there's going to be armor that's equivalent to dragon armor, which doesn't really help many people. It just kind of has different things, but it will grant you increased XP when fighting demons, which is the kind of thing that I'm talking about when they make these items unique. And they're gonna still have, like, instead of using dragon armor, people use these to kill demons, and it's just items that have this unique thing are going to be useful in the future, and items that kind of just get phased out with better armor and better gear that don't have unique things, it's just gonna fall out, and that item's gonna be useless, and there's gonna be dead content in the game, which isn't good for any game at all. And the last update is the best one at all: Squeal of Fortune and Solomon's General Store. Oh man, I wish they would just remove these two things. If you didn't notice, that was complete sarcasm. The Squeal of Fortune and Solomon's General Store are kind of ruining the game. I think that if they're going to have the Squeal of Fortune, they shouldn't give XP lamps for it. The Solomon's General Store doesn't bother me that much. It's all kind of aesthetic things. But if they ever start selling XP stuff in there, it's going to really bother me. I don't care if people have these fancy titles or fancy outfits. It doesn't really bother me. And the Squeal of Fortune, just, I don't know why they give tradable items in there, and I don't know why they give XP lamps in there. I really don't think it's a good way to handle it. But the whole real world trading thing, they tried to fix it a while ago, and they didn't really do a good job. But if they really want to kind of fix it, it's not going to fix the problem and remove it, but they need to implement it to the game itself. Like Diablo 3 has an auction house or something, like a real world auction house where people can sell items for real world money, and I'm pretty sure that works really good for Diablo 3, and it might work for this game. I don't know if I would personally agree with it. Not sure how I'd feel about it. I'd have to see how it affects the game itself first. But that would stop all the shady stuff going on and all the I think it would stop a lot of the gold farming, maybe. Probably not. Probably it might just encourage it. I'm not sure. I don't play Diablo 3, so I don't know much about it. A lot of my friends do, so I'll probably talk to them. But that's all the updates for this month, guys. If you like me talking about these updates and doing RuneScape Real Talk, give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, or if you know what the heck these demon flash mobs are, leave it in a comment below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Peace out, guys.